You want to have good eye contact. I try to do every 4 to 6 steps, more closer to 4, because the judges really, they know when you're looking at them. Even though they might not be looking at you, they know if you're looking at them.
She's won showmanship at multiple county fairs, multiple different rabbit events last year and for the last several years, and she truly is really an outstanding showman. So thank you, Katelyn.
Hi. Okay, so I'm going to talk about rabbit showmanship, the ways to stand out. So how do you stand out to judges? So first off, you want to make sure you look the part. You want to make sure that you're wearing a long sleeve shirt or a lab coat. You don't want to have a short sleeve because you can get scratched by rabbits. You want to have black pants and black shoes. For people with long hair, you want to have it out of your face. You don't really want to have flyaways. It just makes you look neater and you look more professional. And how you want to act. You want to act like you want to be there. You don't want to be all sad and oh, my mom just forced me to be here. You really want to be invested into it. You don't want to really be smiling the whole time. Kind of take it seriously, but enjoy it at the same time. Things to remember in the examination is that you want to be calm and smooth. The smoother you feel, the smoother you look, and you'll look better to the judges. And your rabbit will feel better too. You want to have good eye contact. I try to do every 4 to 6 steps, more closer to 4, because the judges really, they know when you're looking at them. Even though they might not be looking at you, they know if you're looking at them. You want to know the steps. Make sure that you know them confidently and what they do to the rabbit and what you're looking for. And a good way for me to remember the steps is that you kind of start with the head and you go in a full circle around the rabbit. So you don't really miss a step, because you start with the ears and you just kind of work through each part of the rabbit to the end. Eye contact, I feel, is a big thing. I always get a lot of comments on it about good eye contact, or maybe just a little more. Some people don't pause their steps when they do eye contact. You want to make sure you pause. You do a step, you pause and look at the judge and make eye contact with them. A lot of judges really like it, and I feel like it will really help you stand out in the competition. And another thing is, if the judge is working with someone else next to you, you don't want to sit there and be looking around and watching other people. You want to be looking at your rabbit or the judge. If your rabbit moved from being posed, then you repose it and look right back at the judge. I've had it where I'd be sitting there watching the judge, and the judge is judging someone else, but they look back at you and see if you're paying attention or not. And I feel like that's a really a big thing for judges, especially in the senior division, because you want to be paying attention the whole time. And then what do you want to do after the examination? Some judges, most judges, will look at your rabbit, move them or touch them, and when you get them back, you want to pose them right away. Some judges will talk to you about it, so you can pose them and then talk to the judge. And when you answer questions, you want to be confident. You don't really want to be I don't know, or try to, if you don't know, then try to make it sound like you know what you're doing, because even without knowing, some things, you want to make sure you know your facts, but if you don't know it, then try to figure out, if that, figure out what they're asking. You want to know the weight for your rabbit, what the weight classes are for juniors, intermediates, or seniors for your breed, or you want to know other breeds and other body types. So these are the different body types that there are. There's high head mount, semi-arch, full arch, commercial, compact, cylindrical, and upright cylindrical. So I have high head mount. There's rabbits out there that people have, and who thinks I can read it, and then we can guess on which rabbit we think it is. So the high head mount is because the rabbit poses with its high head on their shoulders. They're compact and upright, and when you pose them, they have their head high, standing up on their front feet. Does anyone think they have that? See how, here, you want to come put it up? See how the rabbit is standing up on its front feet and it's kind of looking around? Okay, cylindrical. So this body type only has one breed that is classified as it. It has a long body with no rise over the midsection. They look like a pop can when they are posed, and their head is low to the ground. Does anyone? Yeah. So the only breed is the Himalayan. Yeah. Awesome. So then we have upright cylindrical. So this is one of the newer ones. This breed have a parallel sidelines with viewed from above. They have straight top line that is angled downward from the high shoulder to hind quarter. And they are one of the newest rabbit breeds recognized by ARBA. Does anyone? Yeah, there you go. So they're kind of just like the Hemis, kind of a little bigger, but they're kind of standing up, kind of like guinea pigs. And then you have semi-arch. So breeds within this body type pose with their heads close to the table in a top line of long, flatter shoulders, and then a rise at the back of their shoulders through the midsection and hind quarter. And they're normally on the larger side. So does anyone? Yep, there you go. So these are kind of like Flemish Giants. They're kind of the bigger breed. Then we have compact. So these breeds rise from behind the ear, based on top of the hip, which then progressively tapers to the table and have a low head and like commercial, but they're smaller. Does anyone think? So that one's like a bigger one. So remember, like the commercial are the bigger ones, compact are, yeah. Yep.
Okay, congratulations to the winners.
Hold on. Is there
first place, Chloe Elsinger.
That one's.
Second
Where's
place,
the other one?
Kaiser Albright.
Is that it?
Third, Josh Winter.
Okay, yeah, that's it. I don't know what I was thinking.
Riley Leach.
Okay.
Fifth, Maya Boyd.
So then we have the full arch. Most of the rabbits in this body are the running breeds. There are some that are posed, but most of them are running. What makes this breed unique is that their long front legs are high head and showing daylight under their stomach and the hindquarters up off the table. They're mostly posed running, but there's a couple that are like posed like normally. And they're typically fairly narrow in the structure. Does anyone think they have the, yeah, there you go. Full arch. Okay. Now we have commercial. So these are kind of your meat breeds, like your Rex and New Zealands. Commercial body type breeds pose with their heads close to the ground, close to the table, and they rise from behind the ear and ear base to the top of the hip and proceed downward to the table. They're just kind of the smaller side of the compact breeds. So, yep, there you go. Alright, so that's it. Does anyone have any questions? No? Just remember to be smooth with your steps. It's kind of hard for the younger kids to be calm, and even as a senior, you kind of get nervous. But I just try to remember to be smooth, because then your animal will be calmer, and that kind of makes you look as a better showman. But yeah.
Attention swine exhibitors, just want to remind everyone that Morgan McCabe is here this weekend.